think us as researchers tend to focus on our careers and building a CV of publications, but it's not just about doing research that is to go into a library. Research is really to be able to change the world and change the circumstances of people. I think it's pretty obvious that without the community, there isn't research. The whole foundation of our research is based upon having a willing community who wants to participate and with it, from our side, wants to give back, wants to address the problems in a manner that is dignified. I think it's very important, with their buy-in. And we need to understand exactly what their needs are to also tune our research. But in some way, our research can also tune them towards the way that they want to be managed and what they think are the important issues that need to be addressed. Often we tend to impose our feelings or our ideas onto a community, but we don't really understand what their needs are. And I think that's something that we really need to take cognizance of. And the more and more that we're working in communities, I think that becomes actually the guiding principles that guides the research. And it actually gives new ideas to research because we're not maybe exposed to the conditions where these patients are living. But it's not only about our research in terms of the health of the nation, it's also about getting a new cadre of young scientists to develop enthusiasm in school-going children about becoming a scientist and actually contributing to science. It was actually interesting. Yesterday I was in a market and there was a young little girl looking at a second-hand play microscope, and I thought to myself, wow, this is probably going to be the scientists of the future. It was really quite cool, and I think that's really what it's all about. How do we empower the young to become scientists or become mathematicians, physicists, etc., where we have a lack of these skills in this country? I think it really brings home this message that there is hope, that there is a scientific community that cares, that we understand the situation in the community clinics, and we want to make it improved, that it is a pleasant place to go to, that they can understand that we really do care and we are trying to give back in some way for what they are giving to us in terms of being involved in our research. You know, we advertise all over the world and we're constantly bombarded with messages about purchasing a particular product. In this particular instance, it's about a message about a disease, about the way that patients are going to be managed, that there is hope, there is support, there's empathy. And I think that's so important, that we need to be far more involved in ensuring that the community is aware of the disease. Murals really do have a visual that it allows people to be reminded constantly about the illness. It's important that people who have signs and symptoms, who see this art, may be more responsive. We know that there are a large number of individuals who are ill and not seeking care, and this is a way of keeping the reminder going.